gardening.
What's shaking, YouTubenites? Welcome into this week's episode of Shakas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do a little quick round table. Gabe, how's it going?
Man, I'm doing great,
What?
man. Glad to see everybody in the chat. It's gonna be a fun day. Today's gonna be a fun show. I was gardening so much, my knees are sore.
Me too. Gabe,
yeah.
look. Can you see? Oh, you can't tell. Can you see on the camera the redness on my knees?
Both
my knees are completely covered in red.
Oh my god! Just
I planted 17 rose bushes by myself.
You're just throwing softballs to the comment section.
This is a true story. I was gardening for like 6 hours, and I got
make it any better.
So the moment it gets 80 degrees, you start gardening.
Right. I was like, it's nice outside. I'm going to redo my little flower bed. So I did all these roses, and Anthony did not help. And so I did all of them by myself. And now my knees hurt.
You think Anthony would be a pro at this kind of stuff?
Gabe, how's it going?
I'm doing great, man. It's a great day. I took a nap not too long ago. I had the day off. I went and did a bunch of errands. That really was not fun.
Gardening?
No, not gardening. Just, Sam's Club and grocery shopping and,
I don't like Sam's Club. They don't treat their employees well. You got to go to Costco.
I don't care how they treat their employees. As long as they treat me okay.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, I didn't like it that they had guys walking around trying to sell me stuff today. I was like, oh, leave me alone. That's the worst.
At Sam's Club, like salespeople? That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually they just stay in their little, like, stupid, kiosk and, and I could just avoid them. And they were like walking down the aisle. I was going, hey, buddy. And I was like, nope. I stopped them immediately.
You want to throw you some solar panels?
Whatever it is, I don't need it. Yeah.
I miss the good old days of city malls where you would walk into Macy's and you would just get ambushed by ladies spraying perfume and cologne at you.
Oh, it wasn't even the perfume. It was like cell phones when I was like in high school. Everybody was trying to get you to get a cell phone, sign up for a cell phone. I had a friend at work that he made a ton of money doing it, so I can understand why they were so pushy. But if you're a pushy salesman, forget it, man. You're not selling me on anything. I am adverse.
Gabe talking about cell phones in high school makes me feel old.
Yeah,
we're the same age.
Are we?
45?
I'm 42.
Okay, I got a year on you.
Okay. Oh, so that year, that's when the cell phones happened. Was that year difference?
Yeah, probably.
And pagers. I had a pager
one whole year before you did. What?
Yeah, I had a pager in high school.
Yeah, me too.
So that nobody could page me.
Same. Yeah.
I did have the Transformers movie theme song as my opening when you called it.
That's cute. I like that. Yeah, you know who's if you ever go to Home Depot, that's where I feel like they always are asking you if you need help.
Oh, I wish. I go to my Home Depot and there's a bunch of teenagers who don't know what a pipe wrench is.
What's a pipe wrench?
It's a wrench for the pipes.
Isn't that just a wrench?
No, it's a certain one that has a different leverage kind of thing to it.
I don't think that's true. Anyway, if you're just hopping in, guys, welcome to the Shakers.
Welcome to Home Depot talk, everybody. We're going to talk about unclogging your drains.
Also, hey, it's Thursday. You know what that means.
It's the Shakers. An impressive new high sale for Absolute Martian Manhunter is the highlight tonight, but we're looking at all the interesting and rare sales on the aftermarket. This is my absolute favorite show of the week because it's so unpredictable. You never know what's going to pop up. We forgot to do order. Chris, you going first?
Yep.
All right. Shaker number 1. What do we got?
Shaker number 1, as you spoiled it, we got Absolute Martian Manhunter number 1. This is the Javier Rodriguez black and white 1 in 100 ratio variant. This boggles my mind. With the announcement of the next 2 Absolute titles, Catwoman and Green Arrow releasing in May, the DC All-In universe is growing stronger by the minute. Granted, in terms of value, everyone is snatching up any Absolute Batman books that they can, but with so many circling the wagons, it was only inevitable that collectors would begin branching out to the other Absolute titles, specifically Martian Manhunter. From a reading perspective, Deniz Camp does wonders with this book. With the recent surge of bleeding hearts and assorted crisis events and another rumored project with DC Next Level Initiative, people are beginning to take more notice of his work. As such, we have had a recent all-time sale of $425 for a CGC 9.8 copy of the 1 in 100 ratio incentive by Javier Rodriguez. Typically, the market tends to follow artists, and more specifically cover artists, but we are interested in time right now. We are in an interesting time right now where collectors are expanding their focus beyond just the visuals.
Chris, I don't have your slides up. Or did you already do that?
Because I have not uploaded them yet.
All right, well, while you're doing that,
all that talk about gardening in the green room had me distracted.
Forgot to work. Gabe, what do you think of this?
I think it's just incredible that these 1 in 100s are moving like this. Just the idea that people are still doing 1 in 100s and stores are actually getting them. Like, that's a lot. Like, to really sit down on that FOC time frame and put that extra 0 at the end of your order, right? I mean, hey, congratulations to the seller, congratulations to the buyer. That is cool. $424 $425. That's impressive for something. I've never even seen this before. It's cool. I completely missed the boat on Absolute Martian Manhunter. I was kind of just sticking to my lane of Batman and Wonder Woman. So
Yeah,
I never branched out to pick this up. It was also kind of before I was appreciating Deniz Camp for what he does. But either way, a 1 in 100 for an unsuspected title like this is impressive.
So I had Absolute Martian Manhunter on my pull list because I put all the absolutes on my pull list, and I actually took it off my pull list after the second or third issue because I wasn't digging the story for me personally.
Premise? I don't know the premise on this one.
Instead of being like, I think the easiest way to explain it is, you know how Firestorm has the old man professor in his brain, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So this detective kind of has the Martian Manhunter in his brain working with him, and it lets him it lets him see people's emotions in color. And it kind of presents as smoke. But the interesting thing about the story is that every single character in every single panel was smoking a cigarette. The detectives, the police, the ladies waiting for the bus, the nurses and the doctors in the hospital, everybody was smoking to kind of give that ethereal smoke effect. And I was just something about it. Just the story wasn't jiving with me. The art is beautiful, a very interesting presentation of art, but just for some reason the story didn't catch my interest. So I have the first two. I don't have this incentive cover. I didn't feel the need to get it. So yeah, that's that.
All right. Well, there you go. First shaker of the night, guys. Absolute Martian Manhunter #1, the Javier Rodriguez black and white 1 in 100 from DC in 2025 with a CGC 9.8 coming in at $425. That's incredible for a ratio. Gabe, what do we have for shaker #2?
#2, we got some Invincible tie-in comic books happening this week with Brit #7. This is the Ryan Ottley regular cover from Image Comics in 2008. This is written by Bruce Brown, interior by Andy Kuhn, and the cover art by Ryan Ottley. Some may not know, but Invincible has a genuine, fleshed-out, expanded universe with a ton of lore and fantastic characters like Brit. Show only folks have yet. All right, some only folks have yet to really get to know Brit. But he's awesome. He got his first series halfway through 2003 before getting a second series where this book takes place in 2007. Most of the expanded lore books have varying artists, but this issue brought over resident Invincible artist Ryan Ottley for the party. This issue also features none other than Invincible, who doesn't routinely show up in the expanded universes. With the hype surrounding Invincible lately, it's not surprising to see expanded lore books hit the market. With this one doing so and selling for a solid $270 for a CGC 9.8. It's the only 9.8 sale to reference, but the CGC 9.2 sale occurred late in 2025 for $75. Raw copies have seen an explosion in value over the last 6 months, jumping from an average of $10 up to $25. While this book doesn't feature any major first appearances, it does feature an epic crossover and an in-depth look at one of the coolest characters Robert Kirkman put to page. It will be interesting to see if this book continues to climb as show viewers get some more Brit on the screen.
Yeah, Ryan Ottley, Invincible, they're kind of synonymous. He started working on it, I believe, on issue 8, but don't quote me. And I think he did.
6. Wait, 9.
I thought it was 8, but I'm not positive. Okay.
No, the one that had the funeral on the cover. I forgot.
43. 19.
16.
I thought it was issue 8, but I could be wrong.
69.
He drew 127 though of the issues out of the 144, so that's impressive.
You didn't draw all of them but 6?
Mm-hmm.
But the first 7 or the first 8 or whatever?
I think it's 8, but
either way, but 144. I don't know if that maths. But either way, this is cool. The
hold on, that doesn't math. Well, maybe there's a couple in there that he didn't do though after he joined on to the run.
I don't know.
After 8,
it's possible. I mean, I own Ryan Ottley Invincible artwork, but he, from my memory, did basically everything except those first handful of issues. But either way, Brit's cool. The rate is correct. The expanded universe is awesome stuff, and nobody's really kind of paying attention. Stuff like Guardians of the Globe, another cool book in this universe. Tech Jacket is another cool one. So there's a lot of stuff out there that, people are just kind of laser focused on Invincible, and that makes sense. But if you love this universe and you want to kind of see more, there's a lot more out there to kind of dig in those long boxes to find as well.
I never find these in back issue bins anymore. I would say this last weekend, Anthony and I kind of went and scouted around at some of the Arizona stores. And I couldn't find anything Invincible. Nothing. They were dry.
Invincible was not a high selling book too. Like, I think Robert Kirkman said that the peak of Invincible was like 15,000 copies.
That's incredible. I mean,
which is not a lot.
Yeah,
that's not a lot whatsoever. That's very, very small. I mean, it's decent, but it's not like Walking Dead numbers or anything like that. It's another one of those books that it was a pull box book for most people.
Yeah, teeny tiny. Well, yeah, well said. Chris, want to add to that?
I don't really have much to add to this. Like you said, Laura, it's very hard to find anything Invincible in the back bins, including just where he's making a guest appearance on the cover. I know that Invincible's got a lot of attention right now. As long as Invincible is going to be on Amazon, it's going to be getting a lot of attention. As soon as that show ends, I think that books are going to start getting freed up from collections. I don't think they're going to be cheap, but I think they're going to become more available, and that should drive down the price a little bit. So in my mind, if you have Invincible books or you have Invincible Keys, where he appears in other comics, sell them now. Now's the time. Now. Sell them now.
Chris, what's 144 minus 17?
124.
Okay.
Wait.
And he did 127 issues, so it couldn't have been issue 8 that he started at. It would have been 6.
I'm gonna look this up because I had it. Where's my phone?
I think you did, but while you look that up, we'll keep moving. Guys, Shaker number 2, Brit number 7, Ryan Ottley. We're trying to figure out how many issues he actually drew for this series. But
127, Laura. Sorry. Good Lord.
It was issue 8 he started on.
Boom! That's what I said. Hold on, Gabe. Was I right?
About what? What issue you started on?
Yes.
Sure. Congratulations.
Soak it in, Laura. Soak it in. Anyway, Image 2008. Sorry, I got to bust his balls a little bit. DGC 9.8, $270. What do we have for shaker number 3?
Shaker number 3, we have the Comics Journal number 84 by FANTAGRAPHICS in 1983. Writer, various artists, Todd McFarlane, and various cover artist, Michael T. Gilbert. Todd McFarlane is one of the most recognizable names in the industry. He continues to build not only his brand, but the comic medium as a whole. We have discussed him numerous times, as tons of his work has landed in the top 10 list on our Shakers report. This particular book we are focusing this week is the first published work of the Todd father. We covered this book last time when a raw, very fine copy sold for $200. That was an all-time high for that book at the time, but on February 22nd, a graded CGC 9.4 sold for an astounding $1,038.
Damn!
While this book is unlikely to find in a back issue bin due to its size, there are some older shops that still carry back issue magazine boxes.
Our chat's just lovely. Yeah, we covered this. I remember doing this. Gabe, were you on the show back then when we did this book?
Maybe. I mean, it's possible. I know about this magazine. I got a stack of comics journals down here. I love this book.
I wonder if you have it in there.
They're fairly inexpensive besides this one in 89. Issue number 89 is a massive one. It's a huge part of comic history. It's the issue 89, the Comics Journal, is the issue where Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird bought a full-page ad to advertise the release of Ninja Turtles number 1. Cool. That was the ad that kind of sparked off, their small, like what, $3,000, $3,500.
Do you see why it's a big deal when I know something you don't know? Because that brain of yours is just like massive. So if I know something that Gabe doesn't know, it's like best day of my life.
I'm glad I made your day nice then. Cool. Usually it's like, man, Gabe's
better than the day she got married. Better than the birth of her children.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Best day of my life.
Yeah, because you can always have more kids. You can't always be right with me.
Chris, anything to add to this?
This is interesting. I think people sleep on magazines when they shouldn't. Not only is it not comfortable and it ruins your book, but the magazines can be valuable. You want me to draw you a map there, Laura?
What? Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, sorry.
Looked a bit confused. So
the comments. I wasn't sure if I had to put Gabe up. Okay, continue. It's fine.
I buy the same place I get my back issues. Every week I go, I get a short box. I always go check his magazines because often I can find some really great older magazines that sell really well in the aftermarket. Things like old Rolling Stones or old copies of High Times. Those sell really well on eBay. And often he just tosses them in for no cost at all. So I'll pay $60 for my short box and I'll have all these extra magazines. And sometimes magazines pay for the whole short box. So it's great. Don't sleep on magazines. If you didn't know this was Todd McFarlane's first work, you wouldn't pick this up. But if you're like me and you grab magazines because they're practically free or less than $1 each, and you happen to get this one, you would be sitting on a nice little lottery ticket there.
Sleeping on magazines sounds uncomfortable.
And plus, these things.
I already made that joke, Laura.
I know. I'm saying it again in case anybody missed.
And this is a magazine that everybody read. Like, this was the industry mag. Like, this is the one that, like, the publishers at Marvel, at DC, like, every comic book person, read this.
This was
like
Comics Reddit before Comics Reddit was Comics Reddit.
Yeah. And much before magazines, like, just like anything else of a magazine, a lot of these just got thrown away. You read them and you kind of toss them. You read them till they fall apart or whatever.
Yep.
So these things are hard to find. This is an all black cover, so getting a 9.4 is pretty cool. So magazines are fun, dude. I have over 100 Wizard magazines. I have alter ego magazines, back issue magazine. I love this stuff. It's good for me and what I'm into with comic book history. This is the key material for me, is these kinds of things. I wish I was like Chris. I never find this stuff in my local shops or anything, but I keep my eye.
I'll also say that if you're not even if you don't even have the physical copies, but you want to read some of these older magazines, almost all of them are on internetarchive.org. You can go read almost any of the, you can read almost the entire Wizard magazine series. I think all the Dragon magazines are on there. I think all the old horror magazines, like the Fanta horror ones, these are on there as well. You can go read all the old articles and check them all out. Just do a Google search for Internet Archive and you can find them.
Somebody was asking in the chat what Todd McFarlane drew. Was that not in the read? Either way, he drew like it was a fan submission Batman. Like he didn't do it's not like work, but it's his first. It's like the Game Pro magazine.
The J. Scott Campbell Game Pro magazine.
Yeah, his first little published thing. It's the same thing with this. It's just he just submitted in like a fan drawing of Batman. It's kind of a weird Batman with the cape, but you can see where Todd McFarlane starts kind of developing his cape personas, if you could say.
Cape personas, I like that. All right, if you're just hopping in, guys, we're only on Shaker number 3. We have the Comics Journal number 84, FANTAGRAPHICS 1983 with a CGC 9.4, coming in at $1,038. Moving on, what do we have for number 4?
Number 4 is man, this is a piece of history here, everybody. Let's check this out. Famous Funnies of Carnival of Comics. This came out from Eastern Color from 1933. Creators of this magazine was F.O. Alexander, Gene Barnes, Al Camp, Wallace Carson, Claire Victor Dwiggins, Frank Goodwin, A.E. Haywood, Sol Hess, J.P. McInvoy, C.M. Payne, Al Smith, John H. Strimble, and Jerry J. Toothill.
Wow. Okay.
Considered the second comic book ever published.
Wow. But
the first modern American newsstand comic book. Famous Funnies, a Carnival of Comics, was the brainchild of M.C. Gaines, the father of the comic book. He's also the guy from EC. It firmly established the standard format used for the industry that followed size, length, and ultimately the price. Interior pages contained reprinted newspaper comic strips from Mutt and Jeff, Joe Palooka, Hairbraid Harry, and Dixie Dugan, among others. It was marketed to various retailers as both an in-store promotional giveaway at Woolworths and a mail order giveaway. Wheaton breakfast cereal. The significance of this comic book cannot be understated, as its success proved there was a market for larger scale comic book offerings and was the precursor to the famous Funnies comic book series published by Eastern Color in 1934. Surviving copies are incredibly rare, especially those with the original mailing envelope. That's pretty cool. This past week, we saw a CGC 5.5 sell for what I think is an incredibly low stolen price of $3,172. Yeah. Only a few $100s more than what a CGC 7.0 sold for just 8 months ago. Fantastic gains for such an iconic and deserving comic book. I love this. This is where comic books came from, was this famous Funnies. It's the story basically goes, comic strips were everywhere.
Yeah.
This is in the age where there was like a paper shortage. This is like start of the war time things and the depression and all that kind of not fun times. So to save on paper and stuff like that, they just reprinted all those comic book strips that, is usually just like, 3 blocks or 3 panels, and they just reprinted them in a magazine format. So this is where comic books come from. This is the reason we are all gathered here today, here at the sermon of Cover Price, is because of this book.
That's a good price too. Like, I mean, can you imagine about the 7.0 for a couple $100 more? This is
before Superman. This is before anything. Yeah. This is where comic books came from, and out of just the basic need and necessity of needing to publish something but not having the material to do it and to save on paper.
So cool.
And it was MC Gaines, who is the founding father of God, maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I think he's the father of William Gaines, and William Gaines is the one that took EC from being like a funny book publisher into being like crime and horror and stuff like that. I'll have to double check my research on that one, but I believe that he is the one that founded EC Comics, MC Gaines.
Guys, look at this comment. JSS Brooklyn, personal note, I moderate many channels and this is the best chat. Boom.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, see, JSS Brooklyn knows what's up. Yeah, everybody knows what's up. He is here because we're having a lot of good times. Always a good time here.
Chris, want to add to that?
This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Considered the second comic ever published, 1933. The fact that it's in a 5.5 blows my mind. I can't believe that.
Time capsule shit, time travel
right,
shit. Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, if I had a time machine, I would like to have got a better copy than 5.5. That's picking about a trash can or something. But still,
5.5's not that bad.
Even if it was like encased in, and protected and everything back in the 30s, when it got exposed to oxygen today, it would be like immediately deteriorating. So I think it's incredible. This thing is almost 100 years old.
There can't be that many of these lying around either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is why we like the Shakers, guys. Every week, if you're just hopping, there's 90 of you watching right now. So thank you for spending your Thursday with us. This is the epitome of the Shakers. Ooh. Famous Funnies, a Carnival of Comics, Eastern Color, 1933, a CGC 5.5, $3,172. And it, like Gabe said earlier, the birth of comics right here. Seems like a steal. What do we have for number 5?
So I see a couple things in the chat. My back is feeling better this week. I will pay up Alex. I owe him some yo-yo tricks. So I'll tell you what, after this read is a halfway point, I'll give my subscribe speech, and then I'll do some tricks. Is that good? Okay.
You gotta do the yo-yo trick while I'm rambling on, apparently.
Apparently. Freddy versus, here we have Shaker number 5, Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. And that's not Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. That's Ash from Evil Dead. This is by DC Comics 2007. Cover artist J. Scott Campbell. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash was a 6-issue series that served as a sequel to the 2003 movie Freddy versus Jason and the Evil Dead trilogy. There was speculation that this series would be turned into a movie, but it never materialized due to creative differences and reluctance from Ash actor Bruce Campbell. Boomstick. This first issue contained the 3-issue connecting cover by superstar artist and weekly Shaker Report favorite J. Scott Campbell, featuring each of the titular characters. There was also a second print with a landscape-oriented version of the connecting covers. Each of these comics can be had for around $20 to $50 raw, but this week, a all-time high sale for the Jason variant cover sold for $171 in a CGC 9.8, nearly doubling the high sale from 2022. Seeing as there are only 108 universal graded copies of the CGC census, with 77 of them in a row being graded for as a 9.8 for this Jason variant, it might be worth your effort to seek out high grade copies of any of the Campbell covers. These classic horror characters never got a style, and Campbell continues to be one of the most popular cover artists of our time.
Oh, that's me. Hold on. Button. Got it. Yeah, I mean, not to repeat basically what you just said, but this becomes like the perfect storm. You have nostalgia, you have star power, and then you add in top tier cover art.
This is a J. Scott Campbell cover?
Yeah. Wouldn't have guessed it, huh?
Dude, you know, not whatsoever. No
Yeah.
way. I wonder what the other two covers look like. But this does not look like a J. Scott Campbell cover to me whatsoever.
The
Interesting.
lines are different. Like, I don't know. This doesn't look like him. Yeah, maybe this is so early that he evolved more. I don't know.
Maybe it's an inker. Maybe it's a colorist thing. I don't know, but it's interesting that that's a J. Scott Campbell cover.
You guys keep talking about the water bottle. I'll be right back.
You never would have. I never would have guessed. You could have given me 10 guesses. I never would have said J. Scott Campbell on this cover whatsoever.
Yeah, I think I would have thrown out a Chris Bocciolo before I threw out a J. Scott Campbell.
Maybe like with the fingers on Jason's hand and stuff.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Really cool. I heard that Bruce Campbell doesn't sign any like Ash comic books. Other than
What does he sign?
I heard Bruce Campbell doesn't sign Ash comics because he never got paid for licensing for his like appearance or whatever.
I bet that's true for the Marvel Bruce Campbell Ash things, because remember there was a Marvel Zombies crossover that featured Ash and the Evil Dead, and I don't think he got paid for his likeness on that. Yeah,
that's what I heard. I might be misremembering, but I heard like just the idea of Ash and the Evil Dead, like they own his appearance or his image or whatever. Like he can't, he doesn't have to get paid for it. It's all done through separate means or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's interesting that he doesn't sign those kind of books. So that's cool. I'm gonna see the rest of the other two covers. I'm gonna have to look it up, but that's kind of
Bruce
cool.
Campbell being the father of J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah. No wonder. Apparently, getting this gig is just nepotism. Then
oh,
do the covers.
Okay. All right, we're gonna keep.
Welcome
going.
to Cover Price, where we just make things up.
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, number 1, the Jason cover. The next one's the Freddy cover, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah. The one to the left is Ash. To the right is I don't remember. But
Ash from Event Comics, the
no, Ash
as character, the fireman.
Ash as in Boomstick Ash.
Oh, Groovy Ash.
Groovy Ash.
All right, I'm gonna take this down though,
right,
Chris, so you can pay up.
All right. So
you better pay up, big boy.
Right. Big thank you to Alex, who patiently waited while. See if that's in focus.
Wait, we need music. Do you want me to put music on?
Yeah, I got music.
All right, let's do it. Oh, I'm excited. Okay.
So Alex donated super chat 2 weeks ago, but he didn't know I threw up my back, so I couldn't really stand up very well. And all right, let's get this going.
Are you gonna go with the music like a? Oh, people would love this. This is awesome.
Dr. Yo-Yo.
Wait, can you start completely over? My side just walked in. Watch what he does. Watch what he does with the yo-yo.
Oh, you're killing me.
Adam's watching now.
Trying
to do it.
All right.
He's
There we go.
He got the gold medal.
That's what I used to do. You don't remember me doing Helix?
There you go.
I can't do it like
Did
that.
you see that? That was awesome.
Wait, which one is that? What yo-yo is that?
That's Dr. Yo-Yo. Which yo-yo is that?
This is the Yo-Yo Factory Shutter. Big shout out to my good friend
Don't say
Genterstein
damn.
and multiple yo-yo champion.
No, I can't do that.
can do that,
I
right?
can't even go up and down.
Got that.
Wow, that was amazing. Good job. Woo! Bravo.
Always,
Thank you,
always
Alec.
awesome to see that, Chris. That's
Thank
always
you,
cool.
Alec, for donating that super chat. We appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the show. If you guys like comics, or if you like yo-yos, or if you like people who yo-yo who also talk about comics, then this is the channel for you. Every week we are here talking about the stuff that's appearing on the Shaker Report. I'm such a data nerd. Okay, I'm pouring out my heart here. I'm a data nerd. I love getting into the intricate details and looking into sales trends and tracking these sorts of things. I do it with stock. I do it with crypto. I do it with trading cards, and I do it with comics. Right? Thank you so much, JSS. Appreciate that.
That was amazing. I'm super impressed. That was incredible.
The thing that I love about CovrPrice the most, not only can I track my entire 20,000 book collection, but it also shows me raw, real data of sales, right? So what every is it Monday or Tuesday the top 10's on now? Monday. Yeah. So every Monday, CovrPrice pulls together the top 10 comics that sell the most quantity, right? And those get shown on the top 10 list. Nobody is tipping their collection. We are literally looking at sales that happen on the aftermarket. And then this show, the Thursday show, talks about the most interesting sales that should have big price changes, are impacted by the market in some sort of way, speculation due to Hollywood, and various other things. These are the most interesting sales of the week. Again, no personal collections are being tipped. No market manipulation is happening. This is raw data presented in a raw.
Dude, I wish it was happening. I wanted my book to land on the top 10. It didn't.
Raw and truthful way. This is the only comic book show on YouTube that gives you the raw, truthful data with no agenda. No agenda. Except hitting that subscribe button and the bell so you know when we go live. Because we got a lot of shows. Thank you.
Amen to that, brother. Well said. All right, let's keep going. We're halfway there. Gabe, what do we have for 6?
Number 6. Let me bring this up. I kind of got lost with all the yo-yo action. All right, so number 6, we got The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones, number 32. This is the direct edition from Marvel Comics 1985. Written by Linda Grant. Interior art by Steve Ditko, who did the pencils. Danny Belandi, who did the inks. The colorist was Ken Frederiewski. And letterer, Diana Ambers. I'm glad that's interesting they put the letter in there. That's awesome. Shout out to the letterers out there. Marvel's The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones has always lived in the shadow of the films. But issue 32 just cracked the aftermarket wide open. A recent CGC 9.8 sale at $180 now stands as the highest recorded result for the issue, leaving the previous closest slab sale far behind. That was $61 for a 9.6 in January of 2024. The census tells you everything you need to know. There are only 12 copies on the CGC census, and just 4 of those are 9.8s. With only 22 slab sales ever recorded, 2 of them being 9.8s. This is a remarkably thin market. When one of the few top grade copies changes hands, it does not just move the needle, it resets the ceiling. Raw sales further illustrate the grade gap. The highest recorded raw result sits at just $14 for a 9.4. That was in September of last year. That dramatic spread between high-grade slabs and strong raw underscores how condition-sensitive this late-run licensed Marvel title has become. Creatively, the issue features a standout pedigree written by Linda Grant and penciled by the legendary Steve Ditko. The story, Double Play, sees Indy navigating danger tied to a priceless artifact and a dangerous femme fatale. Ditko's involvement alone adds long-term collector appeal, especially for those who chase his non-Spider-Man Marvel work. With only 4 9/8 in existence and limited transaction history, this new high feels less like speculation, hype, and more like recognition of structural scarcity. In markets this thin, it only takes one determined collector to redefine value. Issue number 32 proves that Indiana Jones still has treasure left to uncover.
Okay. This is interesting. What do you think, Chris?
This is wild. I mean, I run into runs of Indiana Jones, the further adventures, the Marvel Indiana Jones. I find them all the time. This isn't even like, the last issue in the series.
Yeah.
I don't understand what is stand out about this issue, other than it being 9.8 from 1985. Because it's not a key.
It's the Steve Ditko.
Yeah, but I mean, he did other. This isn't his only indie work, is it? I mean,
this isn't even indie. This is Marvel.
No, Indiana Jones.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm not sure either. I mean, it was low ordered. I mean, people read these; they didn't preserve them, so it makes the night.
So
it's a movie tie-in or a movie.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the rest of the books; they're all $5 books, right? $5 to $10 books. So 32 is the third to the last issue. That is something. During the 80s, the newsstand / direct was about 50-50. So that doesn't make a difference there. And it's not a price variant. I don't know. Looking at the trends, though, 9.6 sold for $100 in 2021.
Yeah.
So, okay. Maybe we just need to be looking at the Indiana Jones books from the 80s and from Marvel. And if it's a high enough grade that it would get a 9.8, maybe we submit it.
Well, I mean, who's the artist on these other issues? Has Steve Ditko has Steve Ditko done more than this issue?
So I think the isn't the cover artist by Pollard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Pollard did all of the covers.
Right, but Pollard, I mean, no offense, but he's not Steve Ditko.
Right, but Ditko did the interiors.
Right. And that's what people are after for this book in particular. It has to be Ditko. There's no just like the quandary that you're running through your data mind, Chris, is why is this book $180 as a $5 back issue bin book? The answer to that is Steve Ditko. Because he's one of the most historic figures in comic books because of not just Spider-Man, but Doctor Strange and the Creeper and so much more, that there are hardcore collectors for his stuff.
While I
he
appreciate
did do a lot of work, especially in the 80s. He was in his 70s by then, probably, if not older.
Gabe, I appreciate the Gabe splaining to me, but
do you know what E3 is?
Gabe splaining.
I'm just, and I know who Steve Ditko is, of course, but this can't be his only work on this series, right? And it's interior, and this is a slabbed book. You're not displaying the interior with a slab book. I am confused. Most people, when they buy a graded comic of this caliber, they're buying the cover. And
this caliber, you mean $180?
Yeah. For a $5 book, yeah.
But it's the Steve Ditko factor, 100%. It has to.
And
be.
also
There's
the
no-
9/8 factor. There's only 4 of them, so there's
Sure, there's that too. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a high grade book. That's not that many out there, but there has to be
Yeah.
something more to it than just a grade. I mean, a 9/8's a 9/8, but you could find 9/8s for like inexpensive, less than this.
It's
A
just
9/8's not an automatic $180 book. Right?
Ditko just does a lot of work in a lot of different books. Why is this one fun?
I think this is proof, though, that we don't make this list. This is unusual. This is interesting, and the guys have differing opinions on why this may have hit the list. But here it is. So, shaker number 6, The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones, number 32, direct edition, Marvel 1985. SGGC coming in for 9.8 or 9.8 for $180. You in the chat decide why this book made the list, and after the show's over, put it in the comments. Are you team Chris? I'm confused. This doesn't make any sense. Are you team Gabe? Yeah, it does. Steve Ditko. That's all you need to know. Put in the comments. Number 7. What do we have?
Well, we know what the comments are going to say. They're going to agree with Gabe because Gabe's never wrong. Shaker
was
number
earlier.
7.
Remember?
You have no. Gabe wasn't wrong. You were just right. There's a difference.
Is there? Is there?
Shaker number 7 is Game Boy number 4 by Acclaim / Valiant in 1990. These are incredible books, and anytime you find these old Valiant books, grab them. They're shaped like Golden Age books, and they're like Pokemon, Game Boy, Captain Nintendo, the Mario Brothers. They're all fantastic. Who's the writer? We don't know. Who did the entire art? We don't know. Who did the cover
Why don't
art?
we know?
I don't know. Who did the cover art? Steve Ditko. No. This issue does not credit its creators for the tasks that they performed, making it difficult to know who did what. But it does say by Mark McClellan, Bill Valley, Gray Morrow, and Pacho Morrow, Jade, and the V8s. But who did what, with, where, and when? I don't know. Those guys could all put in staples. The 1989 Nintendo permanently transformed the video game industry with the release of the Game Boy, redefining how and where people could play games. And let me tell you, the Game Boy brought some life to those multi-hour trips across California, traveling through Bakersfield when there's not a rest stop for 100 miles. This powerful handheld device could be taken anywhere, and you were able to swap out games on the go. Kids were no longer tied to a TV set in the family room. As part of the rollout for the promotion of this device, Nintendo and Valiant Comics collaborated to produce a 4-issue miniseries that features story mostly Nintendo-related characters and made the Game Boy appear more like a gateway to a supercomputer and adventure. These issues are hard to find and even harder to find in high grades. Most collectors don't take the time to view these as more than promotional materials. So if you ever see these in a dollar bin, be sure to grab them. As video games become more and more mainstream and grow in popularity, expect collectors to be highly interested in video game classic comics. In fact, previous Shaker reports have shown that trend. Recently, for Game Boy number 4 by Acclaim Valiant in 1990, a 9.8 sold for $700.
This thing's rad. I love it.
That's super low though for a 9.8. People were throwing this shit out. Like nobody was keeping this. This was disposable.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
That's a pipe wrench.
That is a pipe wrench.
Wait, is it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a wrench to me. I actually don't see the difference. But... Oh, because you can adjust how big the pipe is?
No, all wrenches you could adjust. Not all wrenches, but there is adjustment wrenches.
Why is it a pipe wrench?
Because you how it's a regular wrench, like the nut is like here, right? Pipe wrench is like this, and you have to like expand it like bigger and tighter. And has a
Welcome
different
to Wrench
connection
Talk,
to it.
where we talk about wrenches.
Okay. That's good to know.
This
Makes
really
us look
wrenches my
better.
gears.
Hey, Laura, that's a pipe wrench. Thanks, Gabe.
Well, I'm just saying because we were talking about pipe wrenches earlier,
No clue. Yeah, this is cool.
and,
though.
and Mario is a plumber, so this is totally appropriate.
It is. It works. I'm surprised that a 9.8 would survive though. Like this again, like the Reed said, it these were disposable. Nobody was saving this type of stuff, and I don't know. It's very cool.
And it was hard to protect at that time because it was bigger than other comics. Okay. And it had this really glossy cover as well that always seemed to pick up spine ticks.
And this is early Valiant too. I wonder what their paper quality was like back then. Probably not the best.
No, not bad actually. I have a number of the early Valiant books. I have a bunch of the Nintendo ones. So the Reed made it sound like these are kind of underground, below the radar. I'm gonna respectfully disagree with the writer and the script on this one, because anybody who's been collecting comics for any amount of time, if they see an old Valiant comic that's got Pokemon or Mario on it, they're grabbing it because they know it's got to be worth something. This is no exception. These
that's anything with video games on it too, right? Anything Mario,
well, pretty much.
We'll pick up.
Every collector should be looking for these. You should be picking them up if you can find them. I always pick them up when I can find them. I have several first Pokemon comics. I have several first Mario comics. You got to get these if you can find them. Getting them in high grades is very, very difficult.
Okay.
And Laura, that's a pipe wrench.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get a pipe wrench tomorrow. Just like wrench a pipe somewhere.
Next time you go to Home Depot with Anthony, you can impress him by going, "Hey, did you know this is a pipe wrench?"
Like, where did you learn that? Today
You'd
was
like the
first
Shaker
day.
Show where I learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah, today was the first day in my life. I'm 42. First day I've ever used a shovel was today.
A shovel?
What?
Yeah. I was.
You had to
told you
bury
I
a
was-
body?
I had to like do the rose bushes, and I was like shoveling it, and it's like you're supposed to step on it, like a pogo stick, and I'm like, I didn't know that. So anyway,
You're adorable.
I've never used a shovel before. Like, you know how you would shovel snow? So I was like going like this. He's like, no.
Well, what are you
step on it.
doing? What is this? What are you?
I was shoveling. That's how you shovel.
God.
Looks like more like you're dancing
You
around.
know how
like,
I know you've never shoveled before? Because you're doing
Shovel.
this.
Shovel. That's how you shovel. Okay. Anyway, you're supposed to step on it if you guys don't know.
If your back
never
hurts
have it.
tomorrow, Laura, it's because you're shoveling the wrong way.
Apparently, it took me like 5 hours. Game Boy number 4, Acclaim Valiant 1990, a 9.8, $700. Not bad. What do we have for number 8?
Anthony, you're a saint. If you're listening, I love you. You're awesome.
He's listening. He's in the kitchen. He always listens. Go ahead.
All right, number 8 is Maniac Killer Strikes Again from FANTAGRAPHICS in 2003. This is written by Richard Sala, interior art by Richard Sala, and cover art by Richard Sala. That's a three-peat right there. Maniac Killer Strikes Again. Delirious, Mysterious Stories is a 2003 collection of bizarre Gothic-themed comics by Richard Sala, published by Fantagraphic Books. It gathers hard-to-find short stories Sala originally created from the late 1980s through the early 1990s, weaving together eerie noir, pulp adventure, mad science, and absurd horror in a distinctive expressionistic style. Sala's art invokes a shadowy world reminiscent of Edward Gorey, but with pulp narrative energy, making this volume a quirky homage to classic horror and mystery for fans of offbeat, atmospheric comics. Fantagraphics is a long-established American comics publisher known for championing comics as an art form, not just entertainment. Based in Seattle, Washington, Fantagraphics publishes around 100 titles a year, including classic reprints like Peanuts, Carl Barks, and Disney comics, translated works, and boundary-pushing graphic novels. This book was definitely under-ordered and is now nearly impossible to find, especially in high grade, due to the all-black cover. Recently, a very fine raw copy sold for $200. This is a book. If I saw it, I'd be like, and would just totally looked it over and just keep on moving.
Would you really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of like this is one that would catch my eye.
I mean, I'd be like, all right, cool, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to have this and set it aside or anything like that.
I would.
But
I
now,
like it.
I'd be like, oh, I know what this book is. This is kind of cool. It was on the Shakers.
I pick up things like this all the time in the long boxes. I got a really nice first print of Mouse Guard from the long boxes that I just sent in to get graded. Same thing like this. Yeah, but I mean, anytime I see these like weird indie books, oddly shaped sizes, stuff like that, I usually grab them because, I mean, if I'm filling a short box for $50 to $60, my dollar cost average is less than a quarter a book. So if I just grab one of these, it's not going to be a big deal. And if it's not worth anything, I just add it to somebody's purchase when they buy a comic from me. I always throw in a free comic, so that's kind of how it goes. But these
FANTAGRAPHICS does amazing comics too. They do great. It's all like really deep indie stuff. Gary Groth is also coincidentally the guy that ran and published Comics Journal that we were talking about earlier.
Look at that.
This is your blonde in a red dress.
I know that's actually what would have caught my eye with this is because I don't know if you guys know, but I collect this. And by the way, we have 107 people here right now. So thank you guys for supporting the show. Like Chris said earlier, please like, subscribe, make sure that you are here all week long. We have content constantly, but nothing beats the Shakers. Am I right? Shaker number 8, Maniac Killer Strikes Again, FANTAGRAPHICS 2003, a raw, very fine, coming at $200. No surprise there with that all black cover. What do we have for number 9?
Shaker number 9. Hey, we're almost done with the Shakers report, but stick around because afterwards we're going to browse the website. Gabe's going to share his screen after he closes all of his naughty tabs, and we're going to keep it open. Shaking. What is shaking? We're going to see what's shaking. Go to the CovrPrice website. Anyway, Shaker number 9. We have Masters of the Universe number 1. This is the Emiliano Santalucia second printing variant by Image Comics in 2002. Masters of the Universe is currently experiencing a lot of heat on the aftermarket due to the recently released badass trailer for the upcoming film. The trailer was met with a lot of excitement from fans, and it seems that any comic associated with the He-Man universe is being picked up by fans and collectors. This particular book is a special one for multiple reasons. This is a second print for the first issue from 2002 Image debut series. This second print features Skeletor and is considerably more difficult to find than the first printing. This book also happens to feature a reprint of the Invincible preview, first printed in Savage Dragon 102, and then in multiple other Image titles. This book has been in the $50 raw category for a few years, but this last week set an all-time high when the CGC 9.8 sold for an incredible $600. Keep your eyes peeled for this book as it does not pop up often. First of all, I got to hand it off to Emiliano Santalucia for having a very hard to pronounce name, but also a very talented pencil and digital ink, because this is beautiful art. I think it is very cool, and I want to see what other work this person has done.
Is it digital ink?
I would assume so. 2002 is when they were digital inking books.
I don't know. I think this is all about the second printing. I know Gabe's a little bit iffy about second printings, but these second, third, fourth printing,
They're icky.
But why? Because they become so more and more scarce. Like not a lot of people are investing in second and third, and the print runs are lower.
Because they're not the first print.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the first print. First prints are. That's just my habits of buying comics and the way it was when I was growing up, and what's been instilled and built into me was the first print, and the second prints were just icky.
So one thing that I will say is that this art is completely different than the first print art.
That's good. I was looking at this. I go, did they just make the background red like they usually do? But
no.
That's and here's the thing too. There wasn't a lot of second prints in this time either. I would think.
Right. So much harder to track these down. Second printing in 2002. That's like.
Yeah. There was.
Is it also the Invincible effect? Is because Invincible's coming up? Is that because that 5 pages, 6 page preview or whatever is in a lot of books? Like I have the G.I. Joe book that it was in, and I have Savage Dragon 102 as well, 102.
I think it's just more the trailer for the live action film that's coming up.
I think so too. I mean, it is considered a key because of the Invincible preview. And the second, a raw for this is in the $75 range, but there are quite a few. Okay, so I think this is being sold because of the second print effect, but if you want this in a limited run, there is a gold foil limited to 1,500 that was a Graham Cracker exclusive, and it's a different art.
What if you did it in the box?
Probably badly, but most likely it was a mail away. But that is something you can pick up for around $35. And if you're a J. Scott Campbell fan, there is a museum edition J. Scott Campbell limited to 50. No sales reports found on that, but it does exist.
This is a cool cover though, like no doubt. Like this is attention grabbing cover for sure.
Agreed.
There's something weird about Skeletor having abs. It always bothered me.
Why?
Because he's a skeleton.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
He has biceps too, though.
Oh, yeah, he's always been ripped, dude.
Maybe just his head's a skeleton. EMILIANO SANTALUCIA, second printing, Image 2002, a top sale for $9.8, $600. Like Chris was just saying, we have one shaker left, and after this, Gabe's going to take the reins and show us what's shaking on the aftermarket. So let's end the show with shaker number, well, this part of the show. Shaker number 10.
Let's go. Number 10, we got Zombies versus Robots, number 1. This is a retailer incentive from IDW in 2006. Writer Chris Rowell, interior art and cover art by Ashley Wood. Travel back to an era of pulp culture that birthed mega cinematic franchises like Harry Potter, Spider-Man, and the MCU with the release of the first Iron Man. During this time period, there was also another obsession that was brewing: zombies. Before The Walking Dead monopolized the unliving, zombie stories branched out beyond just human survival. In this zombie epic, the robots are doing everything they can to protect a human child from the threat of zombies. Oh, good job, robots. It's a short and brutal story that leaves the readers on a cliffhanger, teasing future stories to come. This miniseries delivered stellar artwork and storytelling, causing fans to demand more from the world. A couple of years later, the series was released as a trade paperback, including brand new prequel stories and a new TBP variant cover by Ashley Wood. The series was so popular, in fact, Sony even acquired the IP to develop a movie, with Michael Bay at the helm.
Oh god!
And unfortunately, some robots exploding zombies everywhere would have been sweet.
Lens flares,
yeah, hot chicks and everything. Unfortunately, never made it out of development hell like most of these. With so much going on for it, it's easy to see the raw near mint plus book double in value in the last 2 years, shooting up from $125 to the most recent all-time high sale of $210.
Wow. I mean, somebody in the chat was already saying that Wood has a following.
Yeah.
She did some work on Judge Dredd, if I recall correctly. I think we covered her on Comic Women a while back and worked on Spawn for a while. So I could see the Wood fans just loving this.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, many fans of Wood out there. Wood is very popular.
I know Ashley Wood. I know him from the Sam and Twitch Spawn stuff that he used to do. I even had the toys. There was these toys based off of his artwork that were like creepy and weird, and you couldn't stand them up, but they were awesome.
I said she, but it's a he. Sorry.
It's a dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what ifs?
I used to do that a lot with, oh my gosh, Shannon Mayer. I thought was a girl for a long time, but anyway.
I'm not sure who that is.
Shannon Mayer, the cover artist. He does like really soft looking women. Beautiful.
Cool.
No,
I love Ashley Wood's art is weird because it's all like this like weird like it almost looks like construction paper to me. I don't know what it is, but I love how it's just like the human head with the little like word bubble and it's just of steak. Now I'm hungry. I like some steak. Looks delicious.
I'm trying to see. I picked up a bunch of zombie versus robot books, and I haven't gone through them yet. I'm wondering if this is in there, and that would be incredible.
Right? That wouldn't be bad. Near Mint Plus 210. I mean, that's.
Well, this is a retailer incentive. Like, does that mean it was like only at a certain retailer, or was this like a? I get confused.
No, the IDW RIs are.
So it's like a 1 in 10 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like the My Little Pony RI.
Right. Today that means something else. That's why I'm a little disheveled and confused.
I think you're thinking about retailer exclusive.
That too.
Okay. Yeah, I can't find them. I found there's a zombies versus ninjas, which was same time period, same publisher, but not robots. But
Well, if you have it, let us know. This would be cool. Maybe we can tag, not her, him. We can tag him and show him what's going on here. This is pretty cool.
this is I like the premise. The art is interesting. And I like the title graphics. I dig that. I think that's very well done.
You shovel. That's gonna be our new thing, guys. Yeah. Ant comes outside. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm shoveling." He's like, "Laura, you have to step on it." And I'm like, "Demonstrate." And so he did. Much more effective.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of a body.
Zombies versus Robots #1 retailer incentive IDW 2006 raw near mint plus coming at $210. Don't go anywhere because Gabe is going to take over now.
Yeah, might as well take this opportunity to shout out our sponsor, Home Depot and Ace Hardware.
And Lowe's.
No, they didn't pitch in.
No, damn Lowe's.
No, it was all Home Depot. We have like one right down the street. It's just
So when I was while you're pulling that up, Gabe, I'll give you a nice little Home Depot story. When I was in high school, my car broke down. I had to get to work. I was not old enough to rent a car, but I was old enough to rent a truck from Home Depot. And for $20 a day, I rented it from Home Depot.
that's
Whatever works, man.
I like that. All right, here we go, Gabe. Here, put you up on top. There you go.
Let's go. Here we are. Look at this. Oh man, always some good stuff on this top row. This is like Christmas morning.
Suspense is the one that I've never seen in person. I've never had it, and that's a book that I would really, really like to own.
Which one?
Tales of Suspense, the Iron Man for Simon.
Oh, that's a cool book. I love that book. Man, they changed Iron Man's costume like right away, like within like 6 issues. He got a cooler costume or suit.
I kind of like the all silver. I wish they kind of would have stuck with it, but that's just me.
Namor's on here. That's a book that's hard to find. Every time I've ever seen this book, it's always been just thrashed. I've never seen like a high grade of this before. Yeah. But at 7.0, it'll get you $4,400.
Namor sucks. Namor is the Lobo of Marvel Comics.
He's the what?
He's the Lobo of Marvel Comics.
I don't know. The Scotty Young Lobo is so good. Have you seen it?
The exclusive that's coming to his store?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. Namor was the first flying comic book or a superhero. Did you know that?
I did. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Second appearance of Wolverine on here. Always nice.
Yep.
Also, this is cool. I always love anytime like the Platinum Spider-Man 1 pops up. I have a hard time believing that this thing exists. I've never seen one in person, but this is cool. Night 4 Invincible 1 still pushing almost $3,000.
Sell it if you got it. I like the Jokers on the Batman.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good stuff there. The 1940s Jokers were incredibly frightening for its time. Like unintentionally scary.
Does it take what artist is this? Is this? I don't know if this is Dick Sprang or not, which is like my favorite name.
Dick Spring. I like that too.
That's a made-up name.
It's a real name. That's a guy. That's a Batman artist from like the 40s. Dick Spring.
It's got to be one of those names that artists use when they don't want to put their real name.
Yeah, or you just tripped and fell one day. Neil Adams, Two-Face.
Yeah, that's
cool.
awesome. First Ahsoka, right?
Yeah, that's the 1,000 variant, or only 1,000 made variant.
Yeah.
Which it's cool. It's that it's limited, but I like the other cover better.
What other cover?
For Star Wars Clone Wars.
Oh, the orange one?
Is it orange? Just the moment they're like standing in front of the window or whatever.
Oh, I'm not thinking the same thing then.
First appearance of Paste Pop Pete. This is super important.
What's the key on Fantastic Four 66?
I'm sure it's Adam Warlock or the Cocoon.
Alicia Masters?
Yeah, origin of him. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the cocoons.
Johnny Homicidal Maniac. Man, that book is
Is that a first print? I would assume so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you guys understand how hard this book is to find. Because
they're impossable to find. There's like 11 plus printings of this that you can find at Hot Topic.
Yeah, I've got a print. I got like 16th print, I think, and even that one sells.
16th?
Yeah, even that one sells for like $50. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
All the Johan Vasquez stuff is great. I love like I Feel Sick, Invader Zim, of course. Like all that stuff is cool.
Yeah, you gotta grab those. The slave graphic.
Slave labor graphics.
Slave labor graphic books.
Look at this 23rd printing, and there's still
That's
more.
insane. This is crazy. I didn't know this. I didn't even know this existed. So I'm learning.
You have to remember, Laura. What they did was they didn't make a ton of prints of these all at once. So they did like batches of like 50. So.
Wow. Yeah. I okay. Cool. I did not know this.
And the art, and it's a black and white book too. So unless like,
yeah,
if you're kind of adverse to black and white book,
money,
like never mind.
Sell the comics, take the money to print more of the same comic.
Have you ever heard of this?
Repeat rinse.
Johnny.
This is like I said, this is a Hot Topic comic book. I always saw it in Hot Topic. Is all the goths would pick it up. It's cool. It's just it's just Yonan Vasquez just doing like creepy stuff about the serial killer. This like child, was he a child? I don't remember, but this stuff's cool. Yeah. How often? I've never seen this on the Shakers before, so that's cool. Very neat.
Men's Adventures.
The zombies coming out of the filing cabinet. I keep zombies in the filing cabinet.
It's
I had to say there's Z for zombie.
Terrible organization.
Yeah.
Ant said he sold that book a lot, the Johnny one.
Yeah.
It
has following. Like there's a segment of collectors that are really into this Johnny stuff. And any of the Yonan Vasquez stuff. Like if you have like I Feel Sick, those sell really hard. Trying to think of the other series he did. There was a couple more, but either way. This is
another one by that publisher that sells really well too.
I love this Swamp Thing, this first Constantine. It's always so expensive. It's the most expensive issue in that Alan Moore run of Swamp Thing. Like to the point where even like decent raw copies are like $300. Like, oh. So it's really hard to collect that run, for me at least.
The Batman Skull, First Poison Ivy. I have that with a centerfold. Thank you.
That's great.
All right, Ant's gonna show you guys something we got. There we go.
Very nice.
Say hi, Chris.
That is not Laura's book. It is mine.
No, these are all mine.
No, she's full of shite. Tis mine. She stole
He
it.
doesn't say Diz.
I don't know. He sounds English to me.
Well, the original actor was English,
Hark, woman.
right?
That doesn't work. Doesn't work. I'm gonna go and make enchiladas now.
This sounds more like Spaceballs in Star Wars.
Yeah, right.
That sounds like Spaceballs. Brit
I'm
Vader.
surrounded by assholes.
No, not up it.
Tis mine. Nobody says tis. They want to hear about me doing a great job of shoveling it. Was
Oh,
it
I'm
good?
surrounded by
A
assholes.
shoveling job.
Oh, it's terrible.
It was not terrible. I got the hang of it. Anyway, continue, Gabe. Sorry.
Yeah. JD, everybody's doing Spaceballs quotes. How can you breathe in this thing? Oh,
How do you breathe in this thing?
Look at it. See?
ludicrous
Yeah, you made
speed.
a
Why are we
lot.
always preparing?
Love you.
What else we got?
They
Gabe?
jammed the radar. I want to watch that movie.
I can't wait for the sequel. It's gonna be wonderful.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
This Crow #1's awesome. I love seeing this book when it pops up. That's such a cool cover.
Grey Hulk's cool too. I think I've owned a couple of those and sold them really cheap.
Brainiac. I mean, the second movie is making that pop off. I mean, that's always an expensive book, but 3.0 for 1,500 now.
I just heard Adam say, "You guys are stupid."
Guys, give me 1 second.
All right, have fun.
Go ahead.
Ghost Rider on here. That #1's cool cover. I love all the covers of Ghost Rider because it's the 70s, so it was all like serpents and the devil and demons and all that kind of stuff and motorcycles.
There's so
Fun
many
cover.
good Ghost Rider covers too. I feel like that's a
Yeah. Mike Plug was just awesome. He was really firing on all cylinders doing those covers. And plus they had that really cool like trade dress where it's really just half the cover is art, and the rest of it's taken up by the logo. It's cool.
that is neat.
They got that swamp
Have it
thing.
that
Like
way.
the 70s stuff, they were doing that a lot.
Tomb of Dracula. That's a blonde and a red dress that I don't own, and I'd love to.
The Dracula?
I've never had one.
Oh, the Tomb of Dracula. Okay.
Yeah.
What about this Marvel Tales? It's a blonde and a red jacket.
That's very cool. And the fact that it's like a black cover would probably make it super tough. What is that? A 5 in what?
A 5,
1,000?
a 5-0 for 1,000, 1,100.
From 53?
I bet in real life these things print like garbage. I bet these things are so like dark printed.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
This is
Oh,
back when
I
Marvel was
love
still
that.
Atlas.
Her face is a little wonky, but that's okay.
Well, your face would be wonky too if you got attacked by a werewolf in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd grow a unibrow.
That's her glasses.
Oh man, I think I need glasses. I can't see this shit anymore. I think I need glasses. Like Chris with glasses. I'll take
Can you
yours.
imagine you go like, how come you had a unibrow? A werewolf attacked me in the middle of the night. I hate when that happens.
Ooh, Chris without glasses is weird. Sorry, I didn't mean to say ooh. Weird. I didn't mean to say
Ew.
ew, Chris. without-
Ew. Go get scared by a werewolf or something.
I didn't mean that. That's just a lot of face all at once. Chris. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. It
Oh,
came
man.
out weird.
Chris is gonna go
Chris.
write in his diary now.
Oh my god, I feel bad. I meant like
So what will make you feel better is this Ninja Turtles #1 third print's pretty cool.
You should feel bad, bully.
I do. Sorry.
That's Gabe's job.
One time I came on without makeup and Chris was like, ew. I have that notebook.
I
Yeah,
never, ever said that. Don't you
No,
dare
he
put that on me. No.
He didn't. I made it up. The turtle book I own though, just so you guys know. I think I actually have 2 of them.
Oh, the third
One's a
print?
9.0 and one's a 9.4.
Nice.
I've got that Star Wars one in newsstand too. And I also have that Teen Titans.
I love
Yeah.
that Teen Titans. Even though it's like Deathstroke is just in all shadows for the most part, and it's really just his son on the front cover, but this is cool.
What's
love
the
this
key on
book.
that? Like everybody's first appearance or everybody else's first appearance?
What's that?
Which one?
What's the key on the Teen Titans?
First appearance of Deathstroke.
Okay.
Yeah. $1,000. That book's always pricey. I love his
Yeah,
X-Men
number
of Guardian just uppercutting Wolverine right in the face. It's great.
Mm.
Death of Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
And that's the book where when Spider-Man became adult's not the right word because that sounds pornographic, but that's kind of when the Silver Age ended and books got a little bit more, older, I guess you could say, was because of that.
Okay.
That's when it became dangerous to be a superhero's girlfriend.
Especially if you're dating Daredevil.
Or Green Lantern.
They put up an anti-bullying thing, Chris. Love you.
Thank you, JSS. Much
Love you.
appreciated.
The glasses just work on your face. It works. People
I'm
really think the
aware.
glasses. Okay. I love you. Sorry. Love you.
G.I. Joe 1's a great book.
Don't believe you.
Love seeing that. That's $1,000 book for a 9.8.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Undervalued.
I think so.
All right. Can I ask you guys an opinion on something?
What's that?
So do we think that pop kill is becoming overkill?
I have no opinion on it.
I think if you have it, you sell it.
So I heard somebody messaged me the other day. They're like, "Are you guys gonna do more pop kills?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "It's become the new do you poo," and I was like, "I don't feel that way about pop kill."
Oh, poor Mariah Michaels.
Yeah, that's what somebody messaged. They're like, "Oh, you guys are gonna keep doing it." I'm like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of potential, and the story is actually really good. So I don't know. Just kind of wanted to hear your pulse on it. Oh, see, everybody in the chat saying yes.
Does Pop Kill just do variant covers of like parodies of everything? Is that what they mean by?
Well, you can go back and print Pop Kill #1, even though it released a long time ago. So what's happening is like you have an insane amount of exclusives for this book. It's so hard to track them all down because you can go back and just reprint it,
I've never read the story. It's just
you have like two brothers that are from like rival soda companies and they're like fighting each other, like trying to assassinate each other. That's basically the premise. And
all I know about this book is just, the booby effect. And it was like a Kickstarter or something.
Yeah.
Boobs.
And this DC Comics Presents is awesome. I love this book. I want to find it. I can never find a clean copy of it.
I have that one.
It's a good book, man. Jim Starlin. Oh, but it's really just the first appearance of all the Teen Titans characters mostly. And just like the backup story of here.
He's
Green Lantern, Raven, Starfire, Robin, Wonder Girl, and Kid Flash.
But that's not the first appearance of those characters. It's just the first appearance of them as a group, right?
I'm confused. Yeah. It's first not their first appearance, but their first appearance as a group.
Yeah,
it's the first appearance of them as characters.
Like, well, the Robin is not the
obviously not. Yeah, I don't know why it said Robin on there, but
the Green Lantern is making kryptonite with his ring, right? That's what we're seeing on the cover. I swear.
I know you can make kryptonite unless he's like bringing it down, like he's bringing he's bringing like down the asteroid.
Click on the book. It'll see what the read says.
I think he's just bringing it down.
Bringing it down. No. Yeah, Green Lantern, your power ring is killing me.
No, stop it, Green Lantern. Your kryptonite is killing me.
But he's making it with the precise.
I think he can make kryptonite.
All right.
I don't know.
And
that's another one of those things where like, is it or is it not?
I think I have this. I think I have it. It's in terrible condition, but I think I have it.
Can you click on the Strange cover? Somebody was talking about that. That would be a really cool poster.
Oh, the Frank Brenner one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tivo had this in his as a poster in his room.
Did he?
I believe so.
See him having this,
yeah. All these Frank Bruner covers from like this Doctor Strange era is nuts.
Yeah, these are all really good. Like, how do you pick one?
I love this one that has all the defenders on there. Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, Chris's favorite Namor, and Hulk.
Yeah.
And Michael Turner's Supergirl is fantastic. That's all.
It's fantastic. It might be one of my favorites, actually. No, Death Metal is probably my favorite, but this is really good.
Which one's your favorite?
It's Wonder Woman. Like she's I think it's a Death Metal cover. She's standing like sideways. It's a connecting cover, if I recall correctly, with Batman and Wonder Woman. It's beautiful. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
No.
Hold on, I'll find it.
First Polaris, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is that during that Steranko era that was just fantastic. A lot of cool
I love that cover. I love the coloring on that cover.
Yeah, this image doesn't do it
It's
justice.
perfect.
It's really like bright green in person. Find a nice copy of it.
You know, they keep on making these foil reprints for books. I would like to see this done for this one. Marvel, if you're paying attention, please give me a X-Men 50 facsimile with foil.
Versus Prince and Ghost Rider. Some
Make
Ghost
it
Rider
happen,
stuff on
yes.
here.
I know you know people.
There's some Ghost Rider stuff on the list. I wonder if anything's going on. It'd be nice.
Every week we see these Ghost Rider books on the list. There's something going. I kept on thinking there was something going on when nothing materialized. Now I just think it is the raw, unfiltered attraction of Ghost Rider to his fans. People love that character, and I think that's the bottom line. Either that or Nick Cage is buying every single one. What do they do?
I hope he doesn't have a party and they disappear on them again.
Yeah.
This Batman's pretty cool. I just like this is interesting looking Two-Face. He just looks like he's just in his shadow as opposed to his face being disfigured.
It is wild that Invincible reprint 20th anniversary is selling for $750. That is wild.
Hold on. I want to show you guys this because now it's bugging me. Do you want to see my favorite Turner cover?
Yes.
It's this one. Hold on. It's
That's
not going to be bigger on your end. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Very nice.
Maybe I can if I take it off and put it back on. But anyway, that's the one that I absolutely.
That's another Michael Turner like con sketch or something that they use as a cover. It's great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And it's connecting cover, so you have like the Batman and I believe Superman's on the other end, but it's really pretty. All right, continue. Sorry.
I got a stack of this Batman Superman around here. I love those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This Batman Beyond is cool. I have a 9.4 newsstand of this.
Pocket Comics.
Yeah. Look at the Nazi demon thing is crazy.
First Scooby-Doo, I've got that.
What Scooby-Doo was on the list for a while. Did you see any kind of spike in the store with Scooby-Doo stuff? It was like over and over and over again appearing. Nothing?
I remember that. There was like a run of like Scooby-Doo stuff for like a couple of weeks.
Why
It's always on the Shakers too. It's always on here too. It's always on.
Absolutely.
Another second print though, Gabe. What are you gonna do about that?
About what?
The second print again. We're seeing the second and third and fourth and fifth and all these different printings showing up now.
I like this one though. I'm not a big fan of the Superman one that connects to it as much, but this is awesome.
Yeah, that one crushes the Jim Lee one.
How much starch do you think he uses in his cape?
I don't know. You got to ask Alfred.
I just want to know why he's throwing up West Side with his fingers every time I look at this. I just see him doing West Side.
There's the Mario book. We just covered that, the Game Boy one.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, it isn't every week that you see a Lady Death book on the Shakers. That's interesting.
That's
Or
wild.
Hell Witch. Or a book called Wargasm.
Wargasm. I like that. Apparently, I own the Beast book. I own Amazing Adventures.
You don't
I love that book. That's such a cool book.
I own it.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish I would have kept them gray. I like them better gray for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I like them gray.
Gray Beast is the evil beast.
Yeah.
Oh, the beast from the Age of Apocalypse that came over. Ugh,
Yeah.
he's terrible.
Scary.
Yeah.
Dark Beast. I love that X-Men cover and that Batman cover. Oh my god. I am such a sucker for the Akira homages. Yeah.
Oh, I have that. Was was it Chicago? What con was that? Was it New York? I don't remember.
New York Comic Con.
New York.
Yeah.
I know you have it.
got it
Every
from
time it comes up, you say you have it, and I'm so jealous, Laura. And
I only have 2 though.
you,
Well,
you know what? I'll trade you
Only
I have a Catwoman slab, the one that you love so much. I've got that. You want to trade?
I have like 15 of those.
So, so
Try again.
it's the comic that I love for the comic that you love.
His feelings are so hurt for you bullying him, Laura. That
I know. I feel really bad about that. I didn't mean this. I meant like ooh versus you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You got some mean girl energy tonight, Laura. You do a little bit of
know,
shoveling, and then all of a sudden,
Look, I know that I have a face made for radio. It's the product of raising 3 children, okay?
Sorry, I'm buying this Dark Knight Metals Turner variant because I got myself turned on to it.
Whoa,
You guys-
orgasm.
Orgasm.
This House of Mysteries Dave Stevens cover is great. It's
Yeah.
Lyra. That's cool.
I just found some Dave Stevens cover in the dollar bins. It was Rocketeer, but still.
That works. I love this Batman, how he's like running and hugging Clayface.
Looks like he's running and hugging his dad. What a wonderful reunion.
I had this Fantastic Four 8. First Puppet Master and first Alicia Masters.
How come it's not marked in your collection then, Gabe? Huh?
Oh, I don't have most of my stuff in here.
Chad saying the
checked.
Stevens cover is awful in person. Do you guys anybody own this?
No. But Chad, I don't think anybody's looking at her eyes.
I know. I'm surprised Chad's looking at her eyes. I mean, come on. Pretty cover.
What is that young book?
Oh, they got this young boys. What is this?
Young magazine,
Oh gosh.
1988.
This isn't it. It was originally called Young Boys. I don't know if this is it, but it's the magazine. This isn't it, but Young Boys is the first appearance of Akira. So this is number. I don't know where this is in the run.
Number
of
22.
Akira. It doesn't show the rest of the issues on here. But the manga from Japan for Akira was called Young Boys, and it's like a weird collage cover. But this is cool, man. I love
It's like a magazine, though. It's not like Sojin Jump, right?
more or less. Yeah, they're compilations. All that stuff was originally compilations. You get 10 6-page manga stories from different mangas. This is neat. How much is this? I'd pick it up. It's not crazy expensive.
$600.
No, thank you. This Frisian
That's what it said.
umbrella's
Jimmy Prison.
rad. Yeah. God, I want this Green Lantern so bad. It's so pricey though. It's always hard to find a good condition because of the solid coloring. It's always beat up. Always looks beat up. And Cable's always at the last. It's so funny. For the last couple of weeks, Cable's popping off here. And the first appearance of the Blood Brothers.
Yeah, you're right.
Cool. And that's the Shakers.
I don't like it when you stop talking. I'm like, that was good. It's my favorite part. I actually come on Thursdays. I'm like, okay, I just want to watch. I'm on eBay right now, and I only see one of the Dark Knights Metal #1, the Turner variant. Should I buy it?
Get it.
How much is it?
Expensive.
It's at $89.99, but it's a 9.6 to a 9.8.
Just put it on the wall of your comic book store for a week. That way you can claim it as inventory, and there you go.
I like how you think. I like that. All right, guys, that's it for us tonight.
Hold on
Hopefully you
a
enjoyed-
second. Hold on a
Whoa,
second, Laura.
whoa.
I'm gonna hijack this. Please show the screen.
What?
I'm hijacking. I'm taking over.
Be careful. Could be anything.
Oh gosh, this book. Okay.
Listen. I want to say congratulations. Please drop a congratulations in the chat to Laura.
Thank you.
She fought with the folks at Image to get a exclusive cover for Dork, and she got Trish Forstner to do this amazing cover, and it sold out in under an hour. So congrats to Laura for putting it together. Congrats to Bird City Comics, a great local comic store if you are in Arizona, and if you can always buy their exclusives on their website. But Laura, this book is such an amazing achievement. I'm so impressed with your business acumen and your ability to pull things like this together. This is a grand slam, and nobody should be giving you any shade over this. This is incredible. You are incredible. I'm grateful to be on the show with you, even after all the mean things you said about me.
No, Trish is amazing. She does those 8-bits by hand. So she sits there and she draws all of it, and she draws all of the wording by hand. So Trish is the real star there. And yeah.
250, right? 250 copies?
Of the foils, yes. I don't remember how many there were of the raw. I don't remember. But we always hold back. I'm being transparent. We always take 10% and we hold it for damages. So if the run comes and it's like in perfect condition, we'll put them back on the site. So just keep an eye on the site. Yeah, thank you, Chris. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's my favorite Dork third print cover. That's actually like next to the Ryan Ottley cover. That's like the best Dork cover I think there is. And I'm not saying that because you made fun of Chris or anything, and I'm afraid that you make fun of me if I take my glasses off. But no, it's awesome. Like when you showed that to us, me and Chris were both like, oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, they saw it before anybody else. I'm like, check this out. They're like, that's gonna sell out. And you never know with these things. Sometimes you think they're gonna sell out and they don't, and so it's kind of a risk for us. But yeah, it was really well received, and I'm very proud of Trish, and I'm glad it was able to be made.
Well, I am proud of you, Laura, for pulling it together and selling out in an hour. That's amazing. And you made sure that no bots were on it. And
we did. We monitored. We had all of our staff, all of us. We had 4 different computers, and all of us were just watching, making sure. So
good job.
Thanks. All right. On that note, guys, now I'm all flustered. We'll do a quick round table. Gabe, last words.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. I'll be back Tuesday with Lando for the new Comic Book Day show. So make sure you tune into that.
And you're hosting for me next week.
And I'll be hosting here on Thursday next week. I found that out earlier today, but it's awesome. Yeah. And congratulations to all the buyers and all the sellers of the books that were on the list this week. That's so cool. I love seeing it. It's good for everybody. You know, people are happy that they bought a cool book. People are happy that they made money off of cool books. I really want that 1933 Cavalcade, not Cavalcade. But I really want that book. That book is so rad. I can't believe that's only $3,000. I might have to put that on my want list and keep an eye out for it and donate plasma.
Thank you for being here, Gabe, and thank you for being kind of wrong earlier about the Invincible book. I mean, I'm gonna call it as wrong, but
sure, yeah, write it down, take a picture.
Gabe 85, Laura 1.
Word.
Chris, last words.
Laura hates my face, and
no,
you got a face that only a mother could love.
Just when you took your glasses off, it kind of threw me off. Like when Ant wants to shave his beard, I'm like, no.
I understand you're change avoidant, and that's okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm happy to be here every week with you guys. Also happy that my back is doing better. Didn't have to take any back pills for the last 2 days.
Good.
Didn't have to use my TENS unit today. Still got chiropractic tomorrow, but that's all doable. So hey, see you guys next Thursday. Well, I'll see you, Gabe, next Thursday. Laura?
I'll be in Emerald City Comic Con. So if you guys are in Seattle, DM me on IG and I'll try to find you. We'll be at Jamie Tyndall's booth. We're gonna be working with him. So if you guys are in Emerald City, find me. It'd be cool to like
give me something signed. Give me something signed. Give me something signed.
From Tyndall?
Mm-hmm.
He made me my own custom cover. It's like he did a Deadpool bear, but then he made like a Laura version of Deadpool in the background. It's really cool.
Is it wearing a red dress?
No, it's wearing like the Deadpool outfit, but he put like a little Laura name tag on it. And
Does it have a shovel or a pipe wrench?
For the entire crew, this is T-Bo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.